Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rolene Marks. This is the Israel Brief brought to you by Lay of the Land. Now, just to preempt our broadcast, because I'm going to update you about the situation as we are in the second day of Operation Shield and Arrow. Lay of the Land broadcasts from my office, which also doubles as my studio, and I am in my shelter, my bomb shelter. So should we hear pings, that is the sound of rocket alerts in other parts of the country. But if we do hear a siren, that will be here in Modi'in, and don't panic. I'll also try not to panic. I am in my shelter. Hairy moment. A short while ago, I was driving home from the north, and there were interceptions right over my head. So what am I talking about, you want to know? Well, we are in the second day of Operation Shield and Arrow. Yesterday, the IDF launched Operation Shield and Arrow in the early hours of the morning, attacking Palestinian Islamic Jihad positions in the Gaza Strip, as well as eliminating 3 high-ranking Palestinian Islamic Jihad commanders, including the one that was responsible for the murders of Tali Hatuel and her 3 daughters 19 years ago. Her husband, David Hatuel, said, "Thank goodness for the IDF who have finally brought justice." So let's take a look at what the situation has been like over the last 24 hours. A very, very tense but calm night last night. No rocket attacks, and this morning, I must say, Israelis were quite nervous, I would say, because we hadn't had any reprisals coming from the Gaza Strip yet. However, this all changed around lunchtime, and there have been barrages after barrages after barrages of rocket attacks. An estimated over 100 rockets have already been fired from the Gaza Strip into Israel. Now, these rockets are fired from within civilian infrastructure in the Gaza Strip, putting Palestinian civilians at great risk. Sometimes those rockets fall short and land in the Strip. And it's a double war crime because they are fired towards Israeli civilians on our side of the border, putting millions of us into immediate danger. Rockets have been fired in the Gaza envelope areas, that is Sapir College, Sderot, Netivot, Netiv Asara and surrounds, then as far as Ashdod, Ashkelon, coming all the way into the country as far as Bat Yam, Cholon, Rishon just down the road from us, Palmachim, which is the position to protect the airport. So basically all around me have been rockets and sirens, but I'm not the one you should be concerned about. You should be concerned about our citizens of the south who endure this barrage after barrage after barrage. So what we do know is that at least one rocket has fallen onto the roof of a kindergarten in the Eshkol region. We don't know exactly which town yet, causing some light damage. One house in Sderot took a direct hit. There have been no immediate reports of injuries, and Barzilai Hospital in Ashkelon reporting that they've treated several for injuries as they have been running to shelters. Now, people in Sderot and surround literally have a matter of seconds, not 15 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, if they are lucky to get to shelter. Where I am in Modi'in, we have about 90 seconds. And let me tell you, the time goes like that. It goes very quickly. Rockets fired towards the airport, forcing air traffic control to tell several planes who were scheduled to land to circle and not land just yet. However, a short while ago, Israel Airports Authority have said that landing is back to normal. One British Airway flight has been rerouted to Larnaca rather, in Cyprus. So this is where we are at the moment. The IDF have continued to strike significant targets in the Gaza Strip. This operation is expected to last a couple of days. Last night, Prime Minister Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant addressed the nation. The Prime Minister reiterated that this was in response to rockets fired from the Gaza Strip, and he said that no matter how long it takes or where you hide, we will get you. It was a clear warning to Palestinian Islamic Jihad. The Prime Minister also expressed regrets for at least 10 civilians who have been killed, including 4 children. Meanwhile, last night, 2 Jewish worshippers and 2 security guards were killed outside a synagogue in Jerba, Tunisia. Last night was Lag BaOmer, and it's still unclear whether or not worshippers were attending Lag BaOmer festivities. We know that the 2 Jews killed were cousins, Avial and Ben Haddad. One was a French national, one was an Israeli national. France has condemned what they are calling a heinous act of terror. The attacker was reported to be a naval guard who got into a fight with a friend and opened fire. Kenyan President William Ruto is in the country. Yesterday he met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but what is particularly interesting is he visited the Kotel yesterday afternoon, where he prayed. He is a devout Christian, and he prayed for Jews and Christians to be reunited in front of the Kotel. It is very unusual for heads of state to pray at the Kotel, especially since Nairobi in this case does not recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. However, the president referred to Jerusalem as Israel's capital. And last but not least, our unicorn did so well at Eurovision. Yes, Israeli hopeful at Eurovision Noa Kirel slayed it on the stage last night with her epic song Unicorn, and has made it through to the finals of Eurovision taking place in Liverpool in the United Kingdom. So if you are eligible to vote, vote for Noa Kirel. People were wowed by her very energetic song and dance routine. And Noa, if you're watching the Israel Brief, because hey, you might be, we are standing behind you. So this brings us to the end of today's edition of the Israel Brief. Just a reminder that we stand absolutely and resolutely behind our Israel Defense Forces and all our security forces, our Air Force, our Navy, the Shin Bet, the Mossad, our police, and everybody who is involved in protecting Israel at this time. Our unsung heroes, the paramedics and firefighters. And we are absolutely in solidarity with all of our citizens who are in the line of fire, especially those in the south. And no matter what people's political opinions are on a variety of issues internally, we all stand absolute with our government as it continues to protect the citizens of this country. In the meantime, don't forget to check out our website at www.layoftheland.online. Our Facebook page is at Lottle's site. Please like us, follow us, and share our content. Many of you tell me that the mainstream media like CNN, Sky, etc. doesn't report the news from Israel. This is your chance to play a role in fixing that. Please share our YouTubes, please share our Facebook page, please share our content wherever you may find it. Our YouTube channel is at the Israel Brief. Please like, share, and subscribe by hitting that red subscribe button. And we're on Twitter at Lay of the Land 5. I'm Rolene Marks. Chazak ve'ematz to the IDF. I'm Yisrael Chai, and I'll join you again tomorrow.